Imposing, glowing, mesmerizing. No, I'm not talking about Lord Vigo's pink goo from Ghostbusters 2. I'm talking about the endless list of weird, slimy, cancerous shit we eat every day in America. Most of the world long ago stopped using these ingredients, but in America, we still can't get enough. Tonight, banned ingredients that Americans still love to eat. Get deep fat fried. Gentlemen, what you're looking at here is a good old strawberry watermelon Gatorade. I love me some Gatorade. Do you like a Gatorade?
I'll drink some Gatorade. I don't really drink this particular flavor I'm looking at here, but you know,
I'm partial to the red Gatorade and the blue Gatorade personally.
I mean, but to be honest with you, if I'm at someone else's house or something and this is what they got, like I ain't turning this down. Like,
you're not turning down a frosty Gatorade.
No, that's going down the hatch right there.
The original, dude. I go with the original Gatorade. It's my favorite. It's the best, dude.
Of course, I do like Electric Death yellow Gatorade. Let's talk about what's in Gatorade. Brominated vegetable oil, or BVO for short. Originally patented by chemical companies as a flame retardant. This
well, hey, man, you know.
This is already going bad.
My inside, you're fireproofing your fucking insides when you drink Gatorade. That's all. Like, how is that a bad thing?
I don't know.
How's that a bad thing?
BVO is found in certain colorful sports drinks, citrus-flavored sodas, and is used as an emulsifier. Studies have shown that BVO is not a harmless ingredient. It actually accumulates in human tissue, breast milk. It can cause memory loss over time. Bromine toxicity can lead to skin rashes, appetite loss, heart problems, as well as major organ damage and birth defects. Bromine also competes with iodine for receptor sites in the body, which can, of course, increase your risk for iodine deficiency. It's been banned in a lot of countries, Japan most famously. It's been used in food and beverages in America, though, since 1977 when it was given the good old rubber stamp by the FDA.
Well, I mean, like, listen, you know, other countries, Japan, you know, maybe they can't handle the BVO, but we're Americans, okay?
That's
You're
true.
trying to tell me a bunch of short Japanese people. You seen a Japanese person? They're short.
I'm not saying anything about
their vitamins.
Look, if a Japanese person comes to America and becomes an American, then they can handle the BVO, because what we're talking about here is not a racial thing. What we're talking about here is just our national character is strong enough to handle these foods that other people consider dangerous.
Right.
Because their countries are weaker than ours.
Well, it's kind of like how MSG used to be poisonous, remember? But then we subsumed MSG and and then now we have that natural immunity to MSG now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Way stronger. About way stronger. Ain't nothing doing no race. Look, my body can handle this, whatever magical ingredient you just mentioned. I can't remember what the hell it's called, but I drank it. I feel good. Look, you work out. You don't want no disgusting water, do you? You want Gatorade. Look at NFL, NBA, all them big guys out there, and their top athletes is what they drink. You try to tell me they doing wrong?
Hey, Scotty,
I don't think so.
When a football team wins the Super Bowl, what do they dump on the coach?
We don't ain't dumping water, they dumping Gatorade, boy.
That's right. Case
Oh,
closed.
woo.
I'm going to do my best with this next ingredient. Propyl paraben. And I hate to ruin muffins for you, but...
you ain't. I want that muffin.
So in the United States, propyl paraben is used as a preservative in a lot of different foods. A lot of foods
See how many of them I eat.
Yeah, all of them. Tortillas, check.
Yep.
Muffins, check.
Yep.
Trail mix,
Mm-hmm.
check. Pies, check.
Yeah.
Sausages.
Yep.
Okay, well there you go.
I
You eat
them
it all.
Yeah.
You
Every single thing you listed, I eat.
You're
constantly.
swimming
Gotta
in.
eat it all.
You basically just apparently what I've learned here is that propyl paraben is my favorite food. That's my shit right there.
Yeah, it's in all your favorite stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a preservative, obviously. Research has found that it can affect sex hormones and sperm counts in young rats.
Well, luckily I'm not a rat.
Yeah,
So.
I guess not.
You know.
Cornell University research has also indicated that exposure to parabens may be linked to breast cancer.
Oh, I do have breasts.
You do. And
Most
men are
likely
not
because I
immune.
eat all those foods you talked about earlier. So.
Yep, you're just washing your man titties in possible breast cancer chemical.
I gotta check for lumps.
Environmental Working Group senior scientist Johanna Congleton, PhD, tells us it's of great concern to us that the use of an endocrine disrupting chemical in our food is considered safe by our own government. Studies show that chemicals that disrupt hormone signaling can lead to developmental and reproductive problems. Banned in Europe in 2006. And they went further in 2015 and banned it from cosmetics as well. Still widely used in both products here in the good old USA, though.
Well, you know, I mean, maybe some lily-livered Englishmen can't handle it, but pretty sure we're okay.
You think so?
Hey, TJ.
Yeah.
Take a bite of that muffin, TJ. Take a bite of that muffin.
I would eat 10 of those muffins right now if you put them in front of me.
You know what I tasted?
There's no limit
I
to
had
how
a
many of
couple
those
muffins the
muffins
other
I'll
day.
eat.
I had a couple of muffins the other day. You know what it tastes like to me, TJ?
Freedom.
Tastes like freedom. Yeah, that's right,
Yeah.
boy. Freedom.
Victory.
People in Europe want to hide away from endocrine damaging whatever fucking chemicals. Us in America grow stronger by the day.
Who needs a sperm
taste
count?
that
How many
freedom.
sperm you got?
I taste
sperm
that
you got?
freedom.
I'm just telling you this.
Oh, I don't know.
You shoot like
Who
a billion
knows?
sperm in every load. Oh, well. Oh, no, there's 10 missing. Who cares?
I mean, hey,
Couple-
wait a minute,
you
wait
got
a minute,
couple
wait a
of,
minute.
dumb fucking sperm.
That was a privileged comment. Some of us shoot a billion sperm every load, okay?
all
I do
right,
not.
all right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Paul,
I mean, you do. They just swim in circles. That's right.
I don't know.
It's
I have a
one circle, dude.
catastrophically low count, too. And 90% of the ones I do produce are dumb and swim in circles.
Paul's retard sperm. I love it.
I swim in circle. I'm going to the egg. I'm going to the egg.
Trying to fucking fertilize its own tail.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna catch it. I'm gonna be somebody.
Oh,
You ain't
thank
gonna be
goodness.
shit.
Thank goodness for
Correct.
my sperm being fucked up.
I know, right?
So let's talk about me Lucky Charms.
Oh no! Don't do that.
Oh, me Lucky
No.
Charms.
Cereal.
What's wrong?
It's cereal I'll eat.
Look, please tell me that whatever is fucking horrible about this is in the little crunchy bits and not in the marshmallows. At least tell me
They're
that
magically delicious, TJ. A complete part of this bounce breakfast.
So these are filled with chemicals known as BHA or BHTs. They're popular man-made antioxidants. They're used in dry mixes, cereals, dehydrated potato products, etc., to preserve them and increase their shelf life. They're also found in product packaging. So these are all on the possible carcinogen and endocrine disruptor list, meaning that they can alter the normal function of your hormones and lead to disease. BHA and BHT are banned for use in food and beverages by the UK, EU, Japan, and most other Western countries, except Dun, 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 dun. You can still get your BHA, BHT Lucky Charms over here.
Let me tell you something. When Lucky the Leprechaun told those kids, they're magically delicious.
Yeah.
The magic was BHA and BHT.
You don't remember that commercial where they walk up on Lucky and he's spraying something out of a big chemical hose with a gas mask on, and they're like, "What are you doing, Lucky?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm just adding delicious BHT to me Lucky Charms." Yeah, I remember that one.
And the kids are like, "What's that?" And he's like, "Never you mind.
It's cancer, kids. Delicious sugary cancer with marshmallow moons, purple rainbows, yellow hearts." Yeah.
I love it.
Cancer has never tasted so delicious. Thank you, Lucky Charms.
Yeah. It really is.
Yeah.
You know what pisses me off about Lucky Charms, though? Did they ever do like an all marshmallows Lucky Charms?
No.
Did that ever happen?
No.
Dude,
I think there was like an April Fool's joke once that really psyched me out. Like, I think they posted that they were gonna release all marshmallow Lucky Charms but it was like years ago. It was an April Fool's joke that they fucked on people with.
They keep doing this too. Look, all the cereals are adding marshmallows now. Like cereals are desperate because like they're in decline. So cereals are desperate to get you to buy them. So like literally every cereal company out there has like thrown every idea against the wall trying to make something happen. And one of the ideas that they just like, they brainstorm. Like, oh, we got to figure out something. And then they all arrive at the same conclusion. We'll add marshmallows. Frosted Flakes now comes with marshmallows. It doesn't even work. It doesn't even work. It's like conflicting textures, but they do it.
Yeah.
Fruity Pebbles. They got marshmallow Fruity Pebbles now. Every freaking cereal. I feel like we're like 5 or 10 years away from me fucking looking at like Raisin Bran now with marshmallows. Like, because they're fucking disgusting. Stop.
I mean,
but you know what? No one has thought yet.
Think about where cereal started.
Dried marshmallows, dude. An entire box of dried marshmallows, part of a balanced fucking breakfast, man.
Dude, they were already serving a box of cookies for breakfast when I was like a little kid. Cookie Crisp was just cookies.
Cool.
It was literally like a bowl full of cookies that you poured milk on. No joke. It wasn't cereal. It was just little shitty, low quality chocolate chip cookies in a bowl. God bless America. God bless our troops too.
Yeah. God bless America and God bless the troops. They're wonderful.
So let me ask you a question, TJ.
Yeah.
Wanna Fanta? Don't you wanna Fanta? Don't you wanna Fanta? Don't you wanna? I never wanted a Fanta, but I wanted all those hot Fanta bitches.
I think that was the point.
Was it?
I think so. Dude, I remember I used to go to a movie theater that would play those Fanta commercials before every movie, basically. Yep. And, it was basically, and my dad, he wanted to go to the movies all the fucking time. So we'd go to the movie theater constantly. And I would constantly be subjected to these fucking super long version Fanta commercials that seemed like they went on for like 2 or 3 minutes a pop. And it was just this like bombardment of sounds and colors and hot women. And that was basically just like over like Fanta, don't you wanna. And then there was like a part where they'd like do some kind of like witch's spell portion where they'd like change up the words, but I can't remember exactly how they would do that. It'd be like, bow down to Fanta, it's your master, drink that Fanta faster, or some shit. And you'd be like, what? And they'd be like, and just keep going.
Dude, I will give Fanta this. They've got a pretty cool bottle design nowadays. Look at this motherfucker.
Oh yeah. I mean, like it looks like it defies physics to some extent, I mean, it doesn't clearly because it wouldn't exist, but like, it's got like that kind of like that lean in it. Seems precarious.
The boogeyman here is not just Fanta. It is synthetic food dyes. You've probably heard about these before. Blue 2, yellow 5, red 40.
Yeah, I remember hearing stuff about this as a kid. Just like, I think it was one of the yellows. They were like, tell you like, it was like super popular for kids at my school to be like, yellow number.
It's probably 4? Yellow 5.
Yellow 5. They'd be like, yellow 5 makes you sterile or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Cool.
So these are obviously used to color food products to make them more appealing to consumers. So some foods that contain food dyes include beverages like sports drinks, Fanta, sodas, juice.
Double bad news for Gatorade, by the way.
Yeah. Candy. Glazes that come on baked goods and sweets. They're even using silly things like making mustard extra more yellow. Salmon more pink. Jarred pickles, the perfect shade of yellow green, and don't even get me started on maraschino cherries. They're used to they're just like literally bathing in red dye to keep them from turning, a darker red like an actual cherry.
Because if you look like an actual cherry, it doesn't look much like
not at all.
The one that's served in your beverage, maybe at a restaurant or whatever the fuck.
So research has linked consumption of synthetic dyes to an increased risk for numerous conditions like tumors, hyperactivity in children. What's even more infuriating is that the U.S. used to use natural food dyes until about the mid-19th century, but then food manufacturers realized that it was cheaper to use the chemicals, and that led to customers expecting even brighter colors from their food. So
yeah, I mean,
wonderful.
Look, I mean, if you're looking at two things of Fanta, right? You got this orange Fanta right here, and you got this one that's like this bright, vibrant, beautiful orange, like wow. And you got this other competitor. We use natural food dyes, and it's like this, bleak, fucking sad looking, fucking barely orange at all kind of fucking concoction.
Yep.
You're just gonna be like, you're not gonna fucking pick that. You want the bright, vibrant thing, man. You don't want no goddamn practically translucent, yellow tinged, fucking clear liquid bullshit.
Do you see the poison dart frog and go like, I want to lick that?
Hell yeah, dude. Motherfucker looks tasty as fuck, doesn't he?
He does.
No.
He looks like he's like raspberry.
I know.
Like blue
I think we even talked about it when we were fucking doing that episode.
Lemon lime.
We talked about how delicious that fucking frog looks.
You guys have been brainwashed by corporate America. You guys have been brainwashed.
Let me ask you this, Scotty. Would you rather have you get a bag of Skittles, right? Would you rather have Skittles or would you rather have a bag of things that taste exactly the same as Skittles, but they're all like brown, gray or something?
Yeah, they're duty brown.
Brown,
they're
gray,
gray,
some bland, horrible color.
Well, you know what? I eat M&Ms and they have like the brown M&Ms that kind of look like shit. They're still pretty good.
Yeah, but would you eat a whole bag of nothing but brown M&Ms? Would you give up the colors in your M&Ms like a heathen, like an uncircumcised ruffian?
I mean, if it's gonna make me healthier, I mean, like, it's not healthy to eat M&Ms to begin with.
Scotty, healthy, schmelthy. Wave the flag above your head.
Most of this shit is bad for you. You guys know this shit is bad for you.
Listen,
it's like,
Scotty.
Come on.
Listen, Scotty. You know that it is your duty. It is your duty to wave the American flag all the way to your biopsy on your Fanta tumor, Scotty. Or you're not a goddamn American.
Listen, Scotty. Scotty, I just want to tell you this. Scotty, I want to tell you this right here, right now.
All right, tell me.
You can go ahead and you can eschew dyes and you can eat the gray or those shit colored M&Ms or whatever the fuck you want, and you can drink the bland, horrible, clear drinks like water. Who even knows what's in that?
I don't even want to
know. You know what you gotta do? Here's what I
want
want you to do at the end of that. Ugh. You know what you gotta do?
What?
But right behind you, put up the fucking French flag. Put up the goddamn French flag, Scotty.
He called you a Frenchman? You can't let that slide, Scotty. Come on now.
TJ, are you fucking out of your mind, dude?
You think I'm gonna fucking? I'm gonna go Amazon right now. Order you a fucking French
flag. Give me the Lucky Charms. Give me the goddamn muffins.
There you go.
Give me any fucking thing that I need right now.
Proud to be a fucking American.
Dude,
There you go.
you know what? If health fails, patriotism will not, dude. I can't fucking be called a fucking Frenchman on this show, TJ. What a disgusting thing you just said. You're a fucking piece of shit, TJ.
I had to say it to shock you out of your
I'm calling my
apathy.
lawyer, Jacob Rosenthal, right now on the phone as we speak, TJ.
You should be thanking me. Because I brought you to your
senses. I am filing a lawsuit against you, TJ. I am filing a lawsuit.
You did disparage.
You cannot call me a Frenchman, TJ.
You did disparage. You called him a fucking Frenchman.
I mean, there's lines you don't cross.
Of his apathy, because he's in a fucking haze of trying to make rational decisions based on science, and we can't have it in this country.
Federal court against TJ.
No,
Let's call me a fucking Frenchman. He's fucking done. He's fucking done.
So let's get. You're by the way, I would be fucking shaking in my boots if I were you, TJ. Jacob Rosenthal does not fuck around.
You're fucking sued, TJ. You're gonna be in the fucking poorhouse tomorrow.
Yeah.
Let's talk about all these fat-free chips and shit. Let's talk about Olestra.
Ooh, I remember Olestra.
You remember Olestra?
Yeah.
Or Olean.
Yeah, that was a big
nasty
dude,
chips, dude.
Yeah, they pushed that shit like crazy back in I feel like it was the 90s, I guess. They would fucking there was like a ton of commercials. 90s, I remember them. They'd be like, made with Olestra, made with Olestra, made with Olestra. And then like a few years later, we found out that Olestra is like really bad.
Horrible stomach aches. People get
it's
dude,
still
actually got a
used.
stomach ache from it.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing news stories at the time about like they'd be like the new popular, and then people would be like, oh, horrible pain.
Well, I have probably to close the episode out tonight, because this is our last thing that we'll cover, is a testimonial from a person who was a victim of Olestra. But a little background, the FDA approved it for use in foods in the 90s. Still used in certain potato chips, French fries, and other potato products. Olestra may cause extremely unpleasant digestive reactions, diarrhea, leaky bowels, etc. And also can cause vitamin deficiencies because it prevents the absorption of certain vitamins into your system as well. Yeah. So I have, this is actually pretty famous, but I'm going to read it to you guys because I think it's a work of fucking art. I have an old Olestra testimonial that was actually passed around on the internet back in the 90s and has survived this long. I was able to find it on Reddit.
This is a classic from the days of yore.
It's from the golden age of Olestra or Olean. Okay. Here's how it starts. Do not eat Pringles fat-free potato chips. They will grease your ass. Don't even fucking say a word. I like potato chips and can't eat them very much or I'll get fat. I tried out these Pringles fat-free chips because they were super low-cal, barbecue flavor. What the fuck? They said they had 70 calories per serving, which meant the whole can had 490 calories inside total. I could munch through a can in a day with my lunch, dinner, etc. So I got several cans and began enjoying one a day for the past 4 days. But what they don't fucking tell you, except in tiny print that you can't read without a fucking electron microscope, is that the primary ingredient is something called Olean, which I have since learned is Latin for unwashable and indestructible ass grease. Oh yeah, I'm not even kidding. So today, while I'm standing in the living room debating whether or not laundry or dishes will get done first, I get the urge to fart. I live alone, so sweet. I let the honk loose, and it's wrong. Something just sounded wrong. I know my own wind, and I've never farted a sound like that fart wrapped in a pillow. Oh yes, I was very wrong. I had just shat myself. But this evil Olean makes shitting yourself sound almost like a regular fart. And I had not been particularly attentive. It easily could have gone unnoticed. And I'm telling you, that's how utterly covert and evil this Olean stuff is. What the fuck? What if I'd gone out to hang out with friends or gone on a drive? So I walk carefully to the bathroom and disrobe. Before I even sit on the toilet, I wad paper and carefully wipe from the front. Sure enough, it was a light brown and had the texture of soft spackle. You fucking Pringle bastards. I sat down and pushed a bit, and lo, out came a jet that I didn't even feel an urge for 1 minute earlier. It piled in the bowl like brown marshmallow fluff.
Oh, God.
The problem rose when I tried to wipe. I went through a fucking whole roll of TP and could not get it off of me, so I jumped in the shower. Yes, it's gross, but it had to be done. There I stood, water pouring down, cheeks spread, using my own hand to make certain I'm clean. That's when I discovered that after using my hand to wipe myself, before I soaped the area, my hand came back covered in some sort of transparent grease. It was fucking foul. The grease made water bead off of my hand. It was tacky too and very difficult to manage, so I grabbed the bar of soap and went to work, you fucking Pringle bastards. The bar of soap came away coated in grease and would no longer wash me. I had to turn the water to hot and massage the soap for 5 minutes to get it to the point where I could use it again, and it took me an hour to get the fucking grease off my pucker. I shudder to think of what it's doing inside me right now, but I'm damn sure never eating that shit again. Fucking Pringle bastards.
Oh, what a beautiful story. God, it just like, I don't know. It makes you feel good inside, doesn't it?
It really does.
Well,
it's a beautiful story.
It's a beautiful
We
tale
all,
of a man.
all of
and
us-
his shit.
all of us knew a certain individual who took some dieting supplements, and it had a similar effect on them because it basically your body can absorb the fat
Right.
of what you
Oh,
eat.
when you say certain individual, I think of the wrong individual just
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
like the
but
connotation. of
There's
that.
only really
I
one
think as-
individual left in my mind, unfortunately. The
Yeah,
final
but,
individual.
the only individual.
But I think you guys know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. But yeah, like you use the bathroom around them, and then yeah, you'd have to see orange greasy fucking shit their body expelled.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Everyone
Everyone
yeah.
else around me is just a slave to the system. I'm the only individual left.
Not part of your system.
You know what? I have time to ruin one more ingredient for you.
One more. Go ahead.
How about dough conditioners?
I don't know what that is, but tell me about it.
So potassium bromate, brominamide, whatever the fuck, some goddamn devil chemical cooked up in a fucking lab by a mad scientist. They're used to improve the strength and texture of bread dough. They're often found in white breads, rolls, and egg breads. However, they're possible human carcinogens. Potassium bromate is classified as a 2B carcinogen, and exposure to them is known to cause respiratory sensitivity, asthma, other breathing difficulty. Potassium bromate is banned in China, India, Brazil, the EU, and Canada, and azidicarbonate is banned in Australia and Europe, but not in the U.S.
How the fuck are we even still alive in this goddamn
We're not.
country? Oh, okay.
We're all dead.
Thanks.
We're a zombie nation now.
Yeah, all these preservatives are the only thing keeping us together at this point.
Yeah.
So I can see why they don't want to ban them.
We're like
Just
mummies.
fall apart. See what we really are.
If it's like any fucking food you like or you eat, then you realize in the U.S. it's like, oh,
Dude,
it
that's
tastes
why-
like shit.
That's probably why vegans always end up looking terrible. You ever notice that? They're always like, I feel so much better. And they look horrible. And you're like, you don't
I'm
look it.
preservative free. It's like, oh shit, we need these preservatives. It's
And we
great.
need these preservatives to keep us together. We're like basically mummies at this point.
Yeah.
We're like some horrible demon race that like, give me the potassium benzoate or whatever the fuck. It's just like,
Well, that's what I got for you tonight. Hope you enjoyed this little mini-sode. If you liked it, let me know because there's tons more of this.
yeah,
Great.
good for us. Yay, America. Buy American.
Deep fat fried. Deep fat fried. Deep fat fried. Deep fat